Whole stack of delays moving down towards the 4. Here's a look at a better run. It's in the eastern suburbs, moving along Bondi Road up towards Bondi Junction. If you're 30 or over, switch your comprehensive car insurance to Coles Car Insurance. They guarantee to beat your price. Call 1300 Redcar 7 days a week or go online and switch today.
The Grill brought to you by delicious Activia yogurt. For a little TLC, join today.
Welcome back to the Today Show. Don't forget, we've got 10 grand in the Mega Cash giveaway coming up. And is that Carl on camera 6? Have we got Carl on camera 6?
Oh, yeah. He clearly hasn't been earning his
Very
keep this
good.
morning, so they've got
All
him
right.
doing
Well, look
double.
at that. That's his camera work. You're pretty good, buddy. Very, very good. It's time for the Grill. Let's see how he goes. We've got Lisa and lecturer in gender politics at Macquarie University, Kate Gleeson.
Don't you go
Kate,
in for close-ups.
Good morning to you, Kate. How are you? Don't be intimidated.
No, ignore him. It's a good way to live a life.
Professional. Up first, tennis star Serena Williams is facing an angry backlash after suggesting that a teenage rape victim shouldn't have put herself in that position, quote unquote, and was lucky not to have been further injured. Williams apparently questioned why the 16-year-old victim was so drunk at the time of the rape and that she couldn't remember what happened. Let me go to you first of all, Kate. What the hell is going on here?
Well, obviously there's been a great outrage because this is nothing less than a very appalling sentiment. And it's very sad to hear these statements coming from women themselves. But I'd have to say what struck me most shockingly about this is she actually refers to the girl's virginity and says, I don't know if whether she was a virgin. And this is very much a product, I think, of the American abstinence-only sex education programs in schools. So Serena Williams was born in 1981. She's about 30 years old. She's grown up basically in school under Reagan and Bush, which really forced this abstinence-only, chastity, emphasis on virginity, sex education, which we're really not familiar with in Australia. And I've actually read reports of other rape victims in America dealing with this double stigma of shame, of dealing with the fact that they have been sexually assaulted, but so much onus placed on virginity in these programs has doubled the trauma for these women to think that they've been doubly stigmatised. So this is very much a product of, I think, this sort of education that she has been grown up with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really awful thing for her to say, and I was about to say before, look, people say dumb things without thinking. She's old enough to know better, Serena Williams.
She is old enough to know better, and let's just remind ourselves what this story is. This was a girl that was carried on a pole like a dead pig being taken to a barbecue from party to party. It was a really ugly story. And for that girl to be portrayed as anything other than a girl who has been completely abused by the young men that did this is appalling. But it does feed into this whole idea that somehow women ask for it. All of that said, if you're 16 years of age, just don't drink until you're drunk. And that's what, sadly, we're seeing so many young girls are doing now. I don't know how we've got to this point, but it's a bit like, well, if boys can do it, we'll do it too. And, you know, this whole binge drinking culture that we've got in this country needs to be addressed urgently.
Okay, an interesting discussion this morning, pretty heavy. But let's move on to the next topic. Working parents in Tassie could be risking hefty fines and jail sentences of up to 3 months by leaving their children at home alone. The nation's biggest childhood survey released yesterday revealed 20% of children aged 10 to 11 are left alone after school ends, after school hours. So you could be fined for leaving your child at home alone, Kate?
I think this is going totally in the wrong direction. We've got to assume that a lot of people who are in this situation struggling with being able to afford someone to look after their child, whether that's childcare or nannies or au pairs, house sitters, whatever. Posing financial penalties on people who are struggling financially seems to me really silly. I also think making people fearful of community services and fearful of the government around issues of asking for help, it's totally in the wrong direction.
What's the age? I mean, the classic Macaulay Culkin film, Home Alone, I don't know how old he is. What's the age when it's okay to leave your kids at home alone?
It's all dependent on how far away you are, what access they've got to other adults nearby that they can trust, how long you're away. I mean, there's so many factors in this story. It's difficult to have a blanket rule. For us, 12 was the cut-off age for having one of the kids at home alone. But the bizarre thing about this study that's been done and the sort of rulings that they're talking about bringing in is even having an older sibling there, like a 15, 16-year-old brother or sister being there at the same time, same penalties apply. And it's just, you know, I just worry about these things being seen as black and white.
What does it say about Carl on camera 6 that whenever his wife goes out for a night out, she asks me to come over and help look after the kids and babysit, and I'm 2 years younger than Carl?
Yes.
What does that say about
Someone
him?
should be fined.
Absolutely, I agree. Well done, Kate. Finally, the nation's politicians, he's showing a lot of butt there too. The nation's politicians have taken the opportunity to let their hair down at the Press Gallery midwinter ball, and boy, did they look good. There's the Prime Minister and Timmy.
Doesn't she look fabulous?
Well, she had the Great Gatsby hair going on there, I
Who
think.
knew she could rock such a great red lip? She looks fantastic. And the kiss curl hair.
And look at all those forced smiles. Don't they look happy?
Oh, I know.
Isn't everyone best friends?
Do I really have to go
But
to
how
that
uncomfortable
room?
this ball, and I've been unlucky enough to go to it once. You're jammed in a room full of politicians who hate each other, and the journalists there who, you know, the politicians don't like from time to time. I copped a tongue lashing from Kevin Rudd there a couple of years ago.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That would have been a good thing to film.
He swore at me.
How good does
How
Julie
surprising.
Bishop look? Look
Julie
at that.
Bishop.
Julie-
Wow.
And look at the ostrich feathers
Julie
or fluffy
Bishop
stuff
has
on the
prime
bottom.
ministerial ambitions, I say. Watch out, Tony.
We've never, yeah.
I see her.
The saying goes that politics is show business for ugly people, but
And look at-
last night
look at
that
Margie
has been
Abbott.
disproven. Look, everyone looks fantastic.
No
Martin
blue
looks
tie,
amazing.
no blue tie. I was very disappointed. I thought he could have done it.
And Tony's done that. I would have thought that, I think a few years ago he went with the straight tie. You know, a lot of the boys these days get rid of the bow tie. And a few years ago he even went the straight tie, which is unusual for a bloke as conservative and old school as Mr Abbott. But
Well, that's
last night he was back to the bow tie.
Maybe that's a, you know, a heads up for what's ahead. Prime ministerial bow tie, maybe.
Carl, how's it going over there, champ? Have you gone all right?
Yeah, pretty good, mate. I've got a decent shot here of Georgie doing something unusual, tweeting during the show.
What's she doing?
That's unusual, isn't it?
Oh, Dirty Dean's there as
Yeah.
well.
Dirty Dean. That Dirty Dean has a face. So that's Fordo's Buzz producer right over there, Dean.
Yes,
Dino.
Dino.
He's a storm chaser, but he does it well. If he's chasing Georgie, it's definitely a storm.
Hey. Oh, Dean's going all red. That's
Oh, yeah.
Kate, great
Worry
to see
about
you.
that.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
And thank you to Carl on camera 6. Here's the weather.
Today's weather brought to you by Inner Health Plus. Have you had your Inner Health Plus today?
G'day everyone, we've been checking out the Good Start Breakfast Club this morning at Glebe Public. This is an amazing program over the past 10 years, Sanitarium, and the good people at Red Cross have served nearly 5 million meals of cereal to kids all around the country to make sure they get a healthy start to the day, learn about health and hygiene, and go to school with a happy face and learn something throughout the day. We've got some pretty happy faces here this morning. Big smiles, everyone. All right, let's go to your place and see what's happening with the weather today. Here's the weather maps, and Cairns and Townsville. Bit of cloud today. Brisbane and the Gold Coast, late rain and possible showers and 19. Showers for Sydney, 16 degrees. Mostly sunny in Canberra, 12. Bit of frost or fog in Melbourne today, 14 degrees. Chillier down in the southeast corner. Hobart, 10. Adelaide in the south, 15 degrees. Perth, mostly sunny and 19. And some cloud about for the Alice today, 18. And Darwin on 28 degrees. Well, it is a big thank you to all the kids here at Glebe Public School, the teachers and the parents. Big waves, everyone. And a special shout out to the 1,200 Red Cross volunteers around the country who facilitate this program. Now, if you would like to help make this program continue on and on, or maybe volunteer, then just go to this website. It's redcross.org.au/breakfast clubs. What do we love? We love breakfast. Go out and get yourself a good meal and learn something throughout the day, kids. It's a great program. It's called the Good Start Breakfast Club. Carl and Lisa, say goodbye, Glebe Public.
Bye, kids.
Bye, kids. Bye, kids.
Now, everybody, for
Get
no
ready to
particular
win. The
reasons-
Mega Cash giveaway is back, folks.
That's right, we are giving away $10,000 twice a day. All we want you to do is pick up the phone within 5 rings and say, I wake up with today. And if nobody wins, it jackpots.
To register for the next draw, call 1902 555 901 or SMS your full name and suburb to 19955 901. All the calls are made live on Australian Eastern Standard Time.
And it is time now for our second call. It is for $10,000 and it goes to Diane Tutton from Borley Point in New South Wales.
Beautiful spot.
Where's
South
that?
Coast.
Near Durras.
Absolutely
Where?
beautiful.
Near Depot
South
Beach.
Coast.
Eden.
Not as far south.
Great sport.
I wake up with today.
Diane.
Diane.
Hello.
You won, Diane.
Diane.
Hello.
You won, Diane.
Diane, you've just won $10,000.
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah.
you did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We don't joke about these things.
Who is it?
It's
Today
all of
Show.
us. Carl, Lisa, Richard, Georgie, Ben. We're all here.
Oh, my goodness gracious, you are real.
Yeah. Rob on the telly.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah. Some would suggest otherwise, but that's okay. What do you think you'll do with $10,000, Diane?
I don't know.
Well, you go and spend it.
I've been watching for so long and thinking you're never going to call me.
Well, we
there
called
you go.
see?
Here we
Good
are.
things come to those who wait, and thank you for watching. We love you.
Happy
I
spending.
love you too. Thank you.
I love you more. I love you more.
Good on you, Diane.
Congratulations, Diane. Well done, Alex.
See you later.
The hits keep coming
They
today.
do. They do.
Gastronomic genius
Wow.
and celebrity chef Heston Blumenthal's up next. Bravo!
In just 6 weeks, they've delivered sky-high luxury and sky-high wow.
Wow.
But the best is still to come.
Tonight, 7 o'clock, in Luxury Living Week. What has our blockheads literally living the high life?
Unbelievable.
Then Sunday, 6:30, the block hits a whole new level.
Wow, wow, wow.
The most lavish,
I would live here.
luxurious living rooms will be revealed.
At Nova Employment, one of the greatest compliments to our service is the large number of employers that return for future employment needs, like Stuart Toyota.
We've hired from Nova on many occasions. We currently have Marcus operating the forklift, ordering parts and preparing invoices. Nova have been excellent in finding the right person for the job.
Hire a Nova candidate today. Call 1300 Ability or visit novaemployment.com.au.
And you can get a hard-working employee just like me.
For a limited time, purchase a Mitsubishi Electric split system air conditioning unit and receive a bonus FPOS cash card. Choose from our range of high-efficiency, ultra-quiet systems for your bonus FPOS cash card with Mitsubishi Electric. Imagine that.
Rebel's Game Stopper sale is now on. Save 30% on all ski apparel and equipment with 50% off the Franklin Double Shot Rebound Pro. And save $50 on Spalding Highlight Portable Basketball System. Hurry, these offers won't last.
Would you like some free help with your compensation case? At injury.com.au, there is no cost for using our service.
When I was injured in a car accident, I was faced with unexpected medical bills. I was losing income, so I contacted injury.com.au. They understood my need. If I didn't go to injury.com.au, the insurance company might not have paid my claim.
Have you slipped and fallen at a shopping centre? Need help with a motor vehicle injury claim? Contact a car accident specialist on 1800 332 333 now.
Fix the wiring, did you, sweetheart?
Yeah, almost. Yeah, I'll fix it next week.
I'll fix it now.
Need a tradie to drop in? Get onto Gumtree today.
You're going to be long, mate.
The power to change a life is within us all. This winter, you can do something about it. Please donate to the Vinnie's Winter Appeal. Call 13 18 12 or visit dosomethingabout.org.au.
40 years as a copper, worked my way up from constable to inspector, worked all around Australia, pretty much seen it all. I think I deserve a little me time. Now, I'm working my way through a long list of things that I always wanted to do. I can do a little investing, a little bit of property renovation, a little bit of trading on the stock market, if I feel like it. Now I get to go fishing anytime I like. Loving it, just living the dream.
Over the rainbow, way up high. This winter, the Coffee Club is baking up home-style gourmet pies, pieces of tender beef and Barossa Shiraz with roasted tomatoes and mushrooms, or succulent chicken and pan